Good morning, Dr. Gary here on the road, calling you from New Jersey Shore. Today's topic is some sellers of dental practices avoid first-time buyers due to fear. Let's talk about that. So we are now in 28 states. We have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants, marketing director, advertising, operations director, and we have 5 development acquisition team members, specialists. So we're here to help you. We sell dental practices nationwide, and we've been doing this for 13 years. I was a dentist for 25. So give us a call, even if you need just a little bit of advice. We've been doing it a long time. Hundreds of transactions over 13 years. Now, everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal or business advice. If you're thinking about selling to one of the large corporate dentistries, DDS, don't call us. We work with them all the time, and we know who the best ones are. Often, they will pay our commission, so there'll be no commission to you as a seller, majority of times. And if you work with us, we can get your legal fees based on criteria reimbursed upon successful closing. So call us and we'll give you all the details on that. Now, our phone number is 201-663-0935, and our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. So call us. Let's see what we can put together for you. Anyway, And DSOs, once again, we've been very successful in getting the legal fees reimbursed at closing. We've done that several times for the seller. We're one of the few brokers in the country that can do that. So, this is what often sellers worry about. It's the fear of the buyer. The first-time buyer is probably the first time in their lives they bought something this large. And there's tremendous fear. Understandable on the buyer's side. I was there, I was a buyer myself. You know, you're so nervous, thinking and rethinking the deal and going over it again. It just drives you crazy. So some of the sellers tell us, I'm really worried about the first-time buyers because they've never bought before. This is a huge undertaking for them. They've never purchased a big item like this, maybe not even a house. And they're just shaking in their boots. And sometimes this does happen. So all I can tell you is we try to support the buyers, but we understand. I mean, it is easier for a seller to deal with an experienced buyer or a buyer that has a satellite office. So there's a lot of different ways to evaluate the buyer. But that fear is always there from the seller that the buyer is too green and the buyer is going to have fear and pull out last minute. Most of the buyers are really excited to buy something, especially now since it's a seller's market, and it's in demand, dental offices. So you shouldn't really worry about your success rate. And Bank of America, if I'm not mistaken, has a 99.25% success rate that you will be successful. Provide Bank did in 22, over $1 million in loans, and I think maybe 2 or 3 of the loans didn't work out. Who knows? It's certainly not the bank's fault, and that's just a matter of statistics. Didn't work out in the sense I think doctors got trying to think of the one. Oh yeah, one of them got disabled, and the others had some mental health disease problems going on. And the other one was involved in drugs and alcohol. You gotta be on your top of your game in dentistry. So anyway, these buyers panic. I was a buyer too at one point, I know that, but they panic. They panic last minute. So the sellers that we're dealing with are kind of shifting towards the more seasoned buyers. This is the second office, they've already been through the first. They don't want the buyer pulling out last minute. So we've had exposure to that. And we can see their point. So we try to keep everybody happy. At the same time, keep the buyers in there, give them the opportunities And most of the buyers will be first timers. But when the seller meets somebody that's experienced, they tend to lean in that direction. And that's the way we're going right now. All right? If you're a young buyer, you've got to get fear out of your mind. Not that you shouldn't be cautious and use your professionals, but your professionals are usually a little too cautious, I think. Since the success rate is 99.75%, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think you're going to do great no matter what you do. In the office, that is. Just put the effort in, and you'll become what you believe. It does work out. I've seen so many successful dentists. So you as the buyer should not let fear affect your decision-making process. That is just way too much. You shouldn't do that. Don't let fear take it over. And that, unfortunately, is what a problem. Last year, we had something like that. 2 back-to-back deals because of the fear factor of the buyer. Now, sometimes sellers are the ones that back out because they're nervous of what they're going to do. But often it can be the buyer that just gets nervous last minute. That's why you need great accountants, great attorneys, a great support level to help you out. Anyway, give us a call anytime if you want advice. Our number is 201-663-0935. Thank you for listening. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can. We have, I think, 53 videos right now. So, and there's an audience of about 7,000. That's not a great number for YouTube, but, if you're getting that now, and it should work out well. Thank you for listening. Listen to our next podcast. Bye.